Welcome back to Rimworld. This is yesterday's video we're looking at right now, by the way. Some weird things are afoot. I wanted to show you this. Look at the transition between wave 108 to 109. We didn't actually get a raid or anything. Nothing happened. It just flipped over with no raid turning up. Now that takes me onto the problem we've got today, which is that a raid has turned up seemingly completely out of nowhere. So it's currently 2.6 days apparently till the next wave, and we've just randomly had a pack of mega sloths turn up. So I don't know whether there was some sort of weird delay in the system or something like that, but this is they've only just spawned in. God knows why. I don't know what's going on, but I'm thinking there might be something weird going on with the wave-based survival. Nothing I've done anyway, but we'll sort of hope that maybe it'll reset tomorrow. Just thought I'd point that out, because I think people were... I didn't see any comments on it, so I think everybody missed it, but I just thought I'd point out for posterity's sake that something weird's afoot. So we'll quickly kill these sloths, and I get back on with business then. Okay, mega sloths are apparently way too big for the trap, so this is going to be all down to our boys when they finally get to the base. Man, the game's running fast today. Very nice. Holy shit, look at that. Okay, here we go, team. Good luck. We've got some very powerful weapons. They shouldn't pose any threat at all. They should be nothing but free leather and free... Oh, I got to turn the game down a little bit here because it's deafening me. It should just be free leather and free meat at the end of the day, so this should be a fairly safe first raid. At least, you know what, it's a good job that this random raid that turned up wasn't pirates or drop pods or anything. Otherwise, I'd have been completely caught out. Not only would I not be expecting it, or not only would everyone not be in their defensive positions, but it's completely not at the right time anyway. So that would have been very strange. So thank God we've got this going for us. That is a lot of meat. Very tasty. Well done, team. Very good. All the traps are broken, so we need to reset that. Besides that, that was an easy start. So today then, let's carry on with all of our various research. We picked up so much research over the past few episodes. We have so much stuff to look at today. Another thing as well, I did see a comment yesterday that said I could easily run, so I think they said something like 3 different power plants all going at once. I'm not going to do that because we don't need all that power in the grid right now, but what about an extra one so that we can dismantle all of this stuff and obviously get the components back from it. I won't take away the geothermal generators, but I'll take away all the solar panels because obviously they're not very consistent, same with the wind turbines. I'd rather rely on this new thing, given how much time and effort we spent putting on that, get the components and the steel back from this stuff and put it to better use, given that we are running kind of low on components right. Do you get components back from this? I think we get half of it back regardless. That's an incredibly good research as well. Scientist Cabinet gives the, I think it's 25% work speed bonuses or something like that, and then also 5% research. Not that we need any more research speed right now. Now, the thing I want to try and tackle today is resources, because we've got all of this crazy technology that we now have access to, thanks to Zero and the body that once was 5. We've got all this crazy stuff. We've got shield generators. We've got, like I said, the retractable walls. We've got all these crazy cannons as well, EMP cannons specifically for taking out mechanoids. We need so many advanced components, and by extent, we need so many resources to be able to fuel those advanced components. I'm thinking we need to start looking into deep drilling, things like that, just more consistent ways of bringing resources into the base, maybe even strip mine an entire mountain, build like an entire fleet of mining bots, and just strip mine the entire thing through. Of course, we run the risk of infestations and things like that, but if we're strip mining, it keeps it fairly, I think, low scope. Also, just general base upgrades. You know, we've got all this crazy good furniture now as well, interactive tables, allow them to gain recreation while they eat their meals and things like that. So there's a lot of other corners we can be cutting here as well. On the subject of that, I am kind of tempted to stop using, I know I said that it would be good for mood management to not bother with it, but maybe download everyone over into tier 3, tier 4 androids. That will add a bit of difficulty to the series, sure, but their work speed and their bonuses they'll get as well. As long as we're doing the micromanagement necessary, building the bedrooms, whatever else, and ensuring that they're sleeping, and well, not necessarily sleeping because they're using the power grid, but ensuring that we're keeping things sort of like to a regular Rimworld colony should be kept. In theory, we get all those bonuses with none of the drawbacks, and I think we've got the means to do so now. We've got plenty of resources for building, not necessarily so much for manufacturing. Again, if we go for like the tier 4 androids, turn those into mining bots, they're going to be mining so much faster. We'll have more skilled crafting bots as well. It will help us in the long term. So we'll focus on maybe a mass upgrade project today. Look at all this crap. The master brain, there it is. That is the thing that churns out all of the crazy amount of research. 1,000% boost to research speed, but it produces a crazy amount of heat from what I recall. Also takes up 5,000 watts. So that is something to focus on. I want to build a little android hospital as well for any sort of damages we might take. What we got here? So we got like synththread refiner, allows us to turn chem fuel into obviously synththread, napalm, syntholine, synthamide, God knows what that is. A high strength synthetic fiber, hyperweave, neutramine. What's autoclave? Bakes uncured plasteel or synthamide. Oh, right, so we can actually produce our own plasteel. That would work out pretty well as well. And then that's essentially it for a Rimmerfella, to be honest with you. I think we've got all the research. We very much do. Now, people have been saying as well, and I really should have done this earlier. I thought, honestly, they were redundant, but we've actually got some spacer tech. I thought it was a technology we'd already used. So why don't we go over here and, yes, we've already done all the industrial stuff, which is why I haven't been using that, but spacer tech we definitely can use. So let's get Zero over there, and, ooh, Starship Reactor is quite nice. My god, he moves so fast, doesn't he? Good god. Okay, can we just queue these up? Just use them forever? That won't work, 'cause it's all the same object, right? Yeah, that's a shame. Okay. Specialized overhead processor for GlitterNet, which is something I'd love to explore this series. We've had it in quite a few series now, but not actually touched it ever. We've got some spaceship parts. We've got some Johnson Tanaka drive for building the spaceship. Like I said, the spaceship was going to be our victory condition. I feel like we need to crank up the difficulty, though, if we get into that stage. Spacer blueprint. Oh, we can craft our own spacer blueprints. Okay, fine. Oh, is that it? Have we got all the technology? Whoa, there we are. So we just need cybernetic. Wow, that's insane. So we've got the Hell units. We've got all the blueprints. In terms of main, we've got everything but the framework weaponry. GlitterNet, we've got a load more stuff to go for. Wow, I think we've got like 80% of the research. My god, we've got like 90% of the research. All it is a bit more GlitterNet stuff and a bit more cybernetic warfare, and then that's essentially it, right? It really is. Oh, and some more spaceships. Crazy, I didn't realize we were this close to the end. Wow, okay. That's insane. I really love the wave-based survival mod, by the way. I think we'll be trying that with a few more different mod packs as well, like thematically. I was thinking a 40k mod pack with, or like a Fallout mod pack with a zombie mod, plus also some various Fallout faction on wave survival. That would make sense for a Vault as well. I've been thinking up loads of ideas that we can implement with this. So let me know if you've got any ideas for that in the future series, because apparently we're really close to the end, and I had no idea. Obviously, we've got a lot of resource problems to deal with first, but... So at night time, we've still got, with that second chem fuel power plant, an excess of 19,000 watts in the grid. So we might as well remove, honestly, all of these solar generators, because they're just completely unnecessary at this stage. Sure, we could charge the batteries. Batteries are already ram full anyway. Are we making enough oil to be able to... Yeah, I mean, the oil storage is good. Is this still maintaining? Oh, it is dropping slightly. Right, okay. That's interesting then. So we need to up the power mode on this then to produce more, right? So increase power. I don't know if that's what we're supposed to do, to be honest. I have no clue. What does the power mode do exactly? Increase the power used by the refinery to increase the output, but it doesn't actually increase the power. Crank it up to 8, and then... Don't think that actually... Oh, maybe we have to have someone operate it. Hang on. Right, there we go. Send this guy over there, operate it, and then maybe it'll activate. Oh, an artifact dealer might be good as well. Okay, let's give that a go. I couldn't have picked a further away robot. Has that worked? Ah, there we are. Power needed, 9,600 watts. Right, okay. So now our grid... We still have a really massive excess during the daytime. And then do we have to have someone constantly on that to... Oh, no, we just need to... Oh, yeah, we do. Right, okay. What job is that counted as, then? So I need to know what exactly... whether or not... Basically, what we need is a dedicated android for keeping track of all of this. But I have no idea what that counts as. Maybe refine? Work at a refinery, it absolutely is. Okay, then. Oh, wait. Actually, it might not be. I might be thinking of the other refinery. You'd assume it would be that, right? Either way, so when we've got people on it, they'll refine a lot faster. Hey, I mean, it's got nothing else to do. That's working out pretty well. Holy shit, and look at the amount of fuel we're getting out of that now. Good lord. Okay, advanced ship components, too. Crazy, alright. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by so many good stuff, because we've got so much coming in at once right now. I've also turned on all of the research things again, so we can just blitz through the last this research, and then have Zero work on the manufacturing side of things. We can take away all of the solar panels and still be slightly in positive with the chem fuel power plants. I'm not going to take away all of them, but we'll take away these three. We'll take away the more vulnerable ones. So we'll take away those ones, take away these as well. See if we get some more components back out of that, because I would like to start kind of reclaiming some of the resources, especially now that we don't need them. Let's see what we get out of this before I commit to dismantling the whole grid. Oh, we do get 2 components, 75 steel. Yeah, that's worth it then. Okay, I'll start taking these apart, because right now the power is genuinely just going to waste. I've actually turned that back down again, and I've just realized that, in fact, it will produce oil as long as we've got, or it will produce chem fuel, I should say, as long as we've got somebody actually at the console. So, I mean, it's not worth spending all this extra power when we don't really have that much of a demand for it. So look, even on, should we turn that down again? So we're on power mode 2 now. It's using 2,400 watts. And we're still producing way more than we need to actually keep the grid online. I suppose if we ever get around to doing other things with this chem fuel, rather than just powering the base, then we would need something else. What's that? The temperature's still minus 19 with all of this machinery in it, huh? There we go. So that should stop insects almost entirely now. The kitchen, weirdly enough, is the one place that it won't stop, but we obviously need to put some more walls on there as well. Bedrooms? I think bedrooms, and then we'll start upgrading everyone to tier 3 and whatnot. So how do we... I will admit, I've never, ever done the deep drilling in Rimworld. Never looked at it, never bothered, because normally I play with a mod pack that provides some other form of resources like the quarries or whatever, but the quarries are normally kind of OP. So how does this work then? So we yield stone chunks if no resources are present. Okay, so fair enough then. We want to build ourselves the... Where do I get the scanning thing then? So ground penetrating scanner or the long range... So we want to go for the ground penetrating scanner. What is that one? Detect a specific type of mineral across the planet. So that will, I guess, spawn in spots on the world map where you can go and visit and get some resources. We want to use this one first, I would assume. So let's put this down somewhere in the workroom. That's fine. And then... we'll build one of the things afterwards. So we need to set a scanner then, don't we? 0, congratulations. You're not going to have much research to do soon anyway. Aha. Okay, progress. I don't know what is this shit, though? How do I know what resource it is? Or don't we know? Do we just have to assume? What are you? Hello? Hang on. That's annoying. According to the girl, what is sat next to me? You just build it and it's random. So, I guess we'll put... What do we desperately need, though, realistically? Honestly, just any steel. 1,300... Yeah, we don't need plasteel at all. We've got almost 2,000 plasteel. What about in terms of gold? 582 gold. Okay. Silver, I think we have... 0? Oh, 2,600 silver is also pretty good, but it's certainly not enough. We need a lot more than that if we want to ever go for rim atomics. I guess we'll just put down and hope for the best. I mean, it's not like I can influence it at all. We'll put this one in the kitchen because we know that's safe. And then there was I don't know if you saw that. There's another good point. I know we can reinstall these, or at least I think we can. There's another good spot down here. There's like a single spot there. I guess the larger spots are probably steel, with the smaller spots being rarer resources. So, I don't know, this being gold? Let's test it. I've never done this before in Rimworld, so this is new ground right here. Packet router. Good to know. Thank you. Just what we want. Not sure if we're ever going to get around to the cybernet stuff. I would love to test it out for once, but got a lot of other stuff. Look, I'm even touching base game stuff I've never looked at before, so this definitely comes first. Also gone ahead and downloaded the Mine It All. So Mine It All was a mod that was originally out in like beta 18. You have to download an unofficial version, but allows us to basically strip mine depending on the size of the area we want as well. So we can use it. It says they use 8, 4, 5, and 6. Got to be careful here because some of these are my recording controls. But allows us to change the... There we are. So it allows us to change the various size of the vein mining that we do. So realistically, it's probably best to go for the longest one possible, right? Do something like... Actually, no, maybe not. How do I reduce that slightly? 5? Ah, yeah, there we go. Why don't we do it... Why don't we do it like... Oh, careful. Oh, you can't fine-tune it at all by the looks of it. We'll do something like that then. That size seems pretty good. And vein mine it out from there. You fucker. I had that lined up so well. Okay, never mind. We'll do something like that for the time being. And just see what we can find. We'll just see what we can dig up here. Is that going to reset again? No, we're good. Alright, we'll do that. Hopefully we get plenty of steel. And then maybe go for the upgrade today. Oh, the raid shit. Wait. I mean, the noise for a raid played? Oh, there they are. But we didn't get any notification. Right, so something... Damn it, I meant to hit the history button. Something very weird is going on with that. Oh, God, look, you can see the consistency of the raids over time. Absolutely nuts. And that's why we obviously took it up to 3 days, but... Damn. Yeah, that's a really, really weird graph. You can sort of see, where was the... I guess this is where the base burned down? And we've got something else happen there. God knows what that was. Was that where 0 transferred his No, because that's the start of the 3-day change, isn't it? God knows what happened there. This is such a weird graph. Okay, there we go. There's the raid. Android for the uprisings arrived nearby. Okay, let's see what we've got then. Have they got rocket launcher tech yet? Or do they... I didn't think the androids are never going to turn up with rocket launcher tech, are they? So this should be a fairly easy raid all around. Then 53. I don't think this is going to be difficult. We're all trying to shoot the decoy and shooting each other again. Oh, it works so well, doesn't it? It's so good. They really do so much damage to themselves after all that. 50, they've actually killed 3 of them. That's unreal. What the hell are you guys playing at, honestly? And now we'll leave it to the traps to hopefully finish them off. So I've also put Unit in position there with his plasteel halberd that we churned out yesterday. Pretty good DPS. I've got him stood by this door so that in the event of emergency... Actually, it'd be better to stand him through here, wouldn't it? So in the event of emergency... No, that's fine, because that way at least he can escape if he gets overwhelmed. In the event of emergency, we can just have him pop his head through the door and try and wipe a couple of people out there. Oh my god, I thought they were fleeing already. It's a group of travelers are passing by. 40... Man, I think we're actually going to fight these guys. 37, and then the barbed wire kicks in. That generally tends to thin out the last of the numbers. Oh, another one's just turned up, my man Flint. Okay, here we go. 35. Still 35. Alright, here we go, team. Good luck. The fire I don't think does much against androids, does it? I think they actually might be immune to it there. Oh god, mining bot's getting peppered. Oh god, mining bot. Okay, we need to be careful, because some of these raids are actually doing some damage there. We could have very easily lost mining bot. You're right. Oh god, yeah, he's actually downed. Wow. They are really doing some damage then. Moneybot 3 also got hit. This is obviously our shotgun squad there at the down in the front. Damn. Okay. In that case, In that case, maybe it would be better to run some, actually put a sandbag directly below, maybe move him up to that spot and put a sandbag below him. Because I think these shots are actually coming from down here and passing through the south side, essentially, hit him on the bottom rather than from the right. So this sandbag, I don't think is really doing much to defend him. Interesting. Okay, nice. That's a good sign. I like it when we get a bit more challenge kicking along here. That's good. So that means that the pirates or whatever that we fight next might actually do some real damage to the colony. Now, I kind of have an idea for when we finish the research as well. Every episode, after we finish the research, to keep the difficulty up so that we haven't really plateaued and hit this end game, I'm going to increase the difficulty, the raid points that we get at the end of a wave. I'm going to increase the threat points per wave. Can we increase it? Oh, by 1 per episode might be quite a lot. It's essentially adding another 7th on top of our difficulty. Maybe every 2 episodes we crank it up by a point or something like that. I think that could be... That could really keep the difficulty on. Otherwise, we're just going to be able to hunker down our mountain base and use 0 to churn out everything incredibly quickly. So we've also got to add some sort of difficulty to things here. I'll leave it up to you guys to give me some feedback on what you think the balance should be. Like I said, increasing it by a point every episode would be ridiculous because we get wiped out in like a week if we were doing it that method. But it should be fairly interesting. The additional difficulty, I think, will keep us on our toes a little bit. Hey, that's a great start. So we found some compacted machinery already. And this way, I think it'll show us the entire vein. So we could spread it out a lot more as well. I think that these passages, these 3-block passages, probably going to be very shallow. And we're always going to find something doing it like that method. I think we could afford to be a bit more risky and not waste so much time digging out a lot of stuff that might be unnecessary. Like, we know for a fact that now there's no point digging that out because there's not going to be anything... You know, there's not going to be anything along that side. I think we'd have already found it. Granted, it will give us access to this area. I think it could afford to be a little bit larger than how it is. Well, for better or for worse, that raid actually did work properly this time. So let's see what we're up against. All right. Rocket launchers? Still nothing, huh? Man, I honestly think we do need to crank the difficulty a little bit because they were turning up, you know, we even saw it. They're the triple rocket launchers, many triple rocket launchers, many doomsday launchers, single launchers. Now they're just turning up with guns again, which don't really pose much of a threat when we've got this many defenses in place. I mean, look, almost everybody's got a set of power armor now, or flak jacket, or some equivalent of. Yeah, this is kind of weird. And we've got all of our trenches and you know, the new killbox layout and everything. Granted, I did just start putting in some more doors again because now we've got sort of a solution to them smashing everything down all the time. All right. Let's see how it goes. How many of them were there again? Let's see. There are 63 of them, to be fair. So maybe I shouldn't discount them too quickly. Oh, Minebot 2's immediately down. Okay. This might be just about as difficult as it needs to be, I think. Now let's wait and see. Oh, they've also got a rocket launcher. Is this... Oh, sorry, a flamethrower. Is this how it feels? Is this what we've been doing to people? Minebot 3's also down. Okay, well, what is Zero doing right now? Zero is watching for targets in his bedroom. Maybe we should put you back on the mortar then. Because it seems like we might be getting to the stage where these raids are getting somewhat out of hand. They are fleeing, but they've done a significant amount of damage. Minebot 2 is actually almost on fire. So, I mean, a lot of our people are also incredibly damaged. And we've got to bear in mind that as well, that there is a maintenance that comes with the androids, not just the base, which I do kind of keep forgetting to take into account here. So that is also something I should probably go through today and just make sure everybody is, yeah, we've got like missing feet there, missing eyes, essentially. Yeah, we've got eyes missing as well. Foot is shattered. Hearing sensor, I'm not going to bother too much with that one. My god, he's missing a leg now. Yeah, no, I do need to focus on maybe getting these guys upgraded. This is what I'm thinking, rather than building a load of replacement components, just upgrading them straight into tier 3 or tier 4 bodies. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 research left. So all the hell units done, all the blueprints are done, main is completely finished. Glitternet, obviously, we just included in the calculation there. Yeah, that's it. I think we've just got 8 more research, and that's the entire... It's the entire mod pack completely fully researched. Built, on the other hand, obviously very difficult because we're getting through the research much quicker than we can bring in resources. Found some more steel there, obviously got some more components to mine up. I have, like I said, expanded the mining zone there somewhat too. I've made it slightly wider so we're not wasting too much time just digging through a load of stone still. We need more, honestly, I think we need more repair bots at this stage because these raids are getting much more destructive as we're going forward here. So, I mean, why not? What do we need for that? Oh, we need AI persona cores for tier 4 androids. Bollocks. Okay. Tier 4 androids, or maybe we could make some more hell units. Oh, those also require... Are they just like a specialized version of the... I think they're identical, aren't they? 150 plasteel, 15 advanced components, 90 uranium, 1 AI persona core, and 4 gold. They are identical, so I guess they're just a specialized type of tier 4 androids, more about combat, less about, you know, obviously skills. Okay, an AI persona core per android is very difficult. I think I'll stick with... tier 3s then. Get everybody upgraded into a tier 3. For the majority of the colony, that's going to be a significant upgrade. To get everyone turned into tier 3s then, because for the majority of the colony, that's still going to be a significant upgrade. 100 plasteel. Well, plasteel we have in abundance. The advanced components is still going to be the difficult thing to pull out here. So advanced components, and who is our top crafter right now? I don't even think Zero is capable of crafting, is he? Right, okay. So what we really need to make is a tier 3 android capable of crafting well. So upgrading RepairBot to a tier 3 should be our top priority, in my opinion. Let's do it. Okay, that's fine. Let's get at least one queued up, and we'll see how well that goes. So, RepairBot, build yourself a new body, my friend. We're out of materials. What are we missing for that, then? Probably is the components, I assume. Yeah, 10 advanced components. We've only got 5 right now. So, let's go ahead and move that up to 10. And then, unpause when we have... I want to just keep it at 10. Unpause when we've only got... No, just don't bother pausing when satisfied. It's only 10 components at the end of the day. And then in the meantime, we'll also get our regular guys upgraded with whatever components we've got left. So let's take a look here. We've got arms, got one high-powered arm. We've got a mining arm there as well, if any of the mining bots need an upgrade. Does that affect their shooting accuracy? You kind of assume it would, right? Body part efficiency, 70%. So yeah, it does, but it obviously gives a higher yield. Oh, I thought it was just speed, but the higher yield is actually a lot more useful. So if we got everyone upgraded with that, all of the steel and all these components we get, that's 30% bonus to that. That's massive. Okay, in that case... If there is any mining bot missing an arm, they can absolutely have a fresh one. I might just make replacement or makeshift legs for the time being. Or what is it, at the parts bench we can create just sort of a basic leg replacement instead. Rather than the upgraded ones, because those were quite expensive, weren't they? 40 steel, 50. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a waste if we're just going to upgrade the androids anyway. So let's just get some basic replacement ones going for the time being. And then some more mining arms too certainly couldn't hurt. The Genesis is a highly advanced transport shuttle that utilizes uranium for fuel and incorporates architect level technology to increase the cargo space beyond dimensional boundaries. This is blue box level stuff. Thank you. So we've got the highest level spaceship as well there too. Whoa, look at that thing. Very cool. And then we've got all these various different sort of just generic sort of sci-fi fighter things. Obviously that was where we built our superpod. And then we've got the majority of the, or we must have all the spaceship parts at this stage as well then. So in theory, we might be able to make our escape. Not that I'm going to do that anytime soon, because we've still got so much other stuff to see. The Genesis, there it is. Oh. Right. A few components needed to build the Genesis eludes you. You don't think you can craft them yourself, being how complicated they are, at least not yet. For now, buy them all. What do you mean, not yet? We've got all the friggin' research, haven't we? Oh, it's just the Archotech ship components. Right, then it will be the... Then we'll be able to build that. Okay, fair enough. Let's get Zero trading with some of these ships as well, because there's a lot of stuff we've got to start bulking up on. Chem fuel, I suppose, we don't really need anymore. We do need it for the turrets, but I think we can siphon it out of our massive oil drum of chem fuel that we've got. So we'll ignore that for the time being. What do we want to sell them? That's the real question. Lentils I'll hang on to, thank you, Chief. Lavish Mills actually might be a good shout, because we don't have the components necessary to craft our own right now. 743 steel in exchange for some drugs and other random crap that we don't really want. Excellent. Okay, that'll help out quite a lot with the nervous system departments. Oh my god, look at all this rubbish we've got to cremate. Damn, they're taking a long time of that. Another cremation bot definitely couldn't hurt as well then. Hideous environment. What about this is hideous? Thank you, RepairBot. We need to get him. I might just get him to focus rather than working out here. Although, it is kind of important, isn't it? Getting the killbots rebuilt, I guess, is kind of top priority. One thing I've done is I've actually got them to, I've actually set this as the only place where we can get stone blocks. I figured that made more sense that we keep the stone blocks down here where they are urgently needed rather than up here where we're just, you know, sort of expanding our base. I need to get them hauled as well if we can. Let's get that stuff moved. That way we can more easily keep track of what we've actually got to be upgrading or rebuilding the killbox out of. This is a downside to charging off the batteries. It does take a lot longer than just eating meals. And if we had the resources to obviously grow the lavish meals, we get the mood boost and it's quicker. So it might be a consideration to... I'm glad I kept the kitchen, actually did build this area in the end. It might just be better to go for the full-blown... lavish meal setup. So build some more farms, or maybe not have a ridiculous amount of lentils. Just need 3 different crops, don't we, for lavish meals? So I'll work on that very quickly, and we'll see if we can maybe go for that permanently, rather than... It does seem a real step backwards to go from having this massively complicated grid to just plug in, plugging androids into it, to just eating meals. But hey, I mean, it's just so much more efficient. There we go, we can finally build our crazy spaceship as well. New technology level, what have we not done? Our new technology level is Archotech. I think we were already long past that, but hey, are there even any Archotech research? So what we've literally got left now to do is just 6 more research, 5 more research, 5 more research, and then we're done forever. That's it. We can have Zero going. These transcendent androids are absolutely nuts, aren't they? And another mysterious raid? Why are we not getting notified about that anymore? More androids, hooray. Oh, they've actually turned up with rocket launchers. 2 triple rocket launchers. That's 6 rockets. Okay, bring it then. Fine. This is good. Okay, maybe we don't need to do too much difficulty tweaking in hindsight. Okay, this is a slight problem. So remember we had the decoys spread around in this box over here. This is had since then some oh, why is that one a unit? This one has had some trunks put in the meantime, so it's actually destroyed the building area. So we've actually only got one decoy right now. I'm really hoping the guys with the rocket launchers are going to catch wind of it soon. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's one rocket launcher down, I guess. Where's the other one? That's the real question. Oh, was that both? I mean, it must be, because I can't see another one. I don't know about you guys. One person did die there, but did you have a rocket launcher? Service rifle. Oh, loads of them died. Did the other one with the rocket launcher die? He did! Yes! Oh my god, that works out too well. They shot there at the front and the back and wasted the rockets. Man, that was very, very lucky to say that we only had one decoy going there. That does work there, but I think I need to put a couple of others around as well. There we go. We'll put one that side, put one that side, and then one to the middle, just in case the ones that move faster, especially with androids, obviously the tier 4s move a lot faster than the other guys. For the tier 1s don't have rocket launchers, so we need a couple of others dotted around so that the tier 4s aren't going to destroy them all before they get there. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we've got this time. Oh, mining bot. You poor boy, you're in so much danger. We need to absolutely get... Oh, he's down again immediately. Mining bot 3. Oh, mining bot 3 is down. Commercial bot is on fire. Shit. Yeah, we need to shore up defenses. We're surviving, obviously. Mining bot 2 actually died. Okay, this has been a wake-up call. I was getting a little bit too overconfident in regards to the difficulty, because we've not had any losses for a very, very long time, but now it's really starting to... Don't get me wrong. Mining bot 2 was already massively very injured. But this is something we need to start working on, I think. We need to absolutely make some adjustments. And with that, we are officially finished with all research in this mod pack. That's unreal that we've... There we go. Let me just double-check everything, because my next plan then is to... That is absolutely it. My god, that took no time at all. My plan then is to turn this into a Rim Atomics lab, and maybe obviously repurpose the bedroom as well, seeing as he doesn't sleep, so it's kind of a bit pointless. And he's also in a good mood now, because he's not possessed by that other evil android. So that means that all of the brain processors are completely useless. They don't do anything. They don't interact with the Rimworld workbenches, obviously. That's not what I wanted. No! I didn't want that. You... Fuck. Okay, fine. Right, so there we go. Look, do you see these only actually attached to the... Oh, the advanced multi-analyzer works with it, but the rest of the stuff does not. So all of these brain processors gotta go. They've got to go. We'll turn it into a full-blown Rim Atomics lab. There are a lot of other research stuff we need for Rim Atomics, like a lot of stuff that take up a lot of room. So it would make a lot of sense if we removed all this other garbage as well. And it's going to bring back in a lot more components as well. Like, we're getting all these advanced components back. So if we want to start upgrading our androids, we're going to have the resources to do it. And there we go. All gone, just like that. Does that even affect it? That doesn't affect it either. We don't even need a high-tech steel research bench. It's gone. I'm getting rid of it. We genuinely don't need it anymore. It seems so weird to say that. So then, Rim Atomics. This is pretty major. This is going to be quite a big mod for us right now. Let's reinstall it down that side, and then we can move this one. I'm just trying to conserve space, because this mod takes up a lot of room, like a crazy amount of room. Apparently, also, it does buff that up. I don't know exactly why, given that's obviously an entirely separate mod. It's kind of cool, though. And then we can also put in a scientist cabinet, too. Just, it's kind of expensive, obviously, the advanced component or whatever. Gives 5% research speed. Apparently, it works for this, so I'll take your word for it there, Rimod. So what do we want to do, then? So the nuclear reactor, we've already started the research on that one. We have to construct this thing here, which obviously we now have the room for, and we can start work on that one as soon as possible. Then I guess that's what Zero's job will be. Otherwise, he's just honestly going to be a weird utility bot. Bear in mind, he can't actually do much in the base, because Zero's always had this garbage personality. So he's actually only really good right now at delivering resource and hauling stuff. That's a bit disappointing. Oh, there we go. Nice. So our research reactor is done. So now we can have Zero. How do we start the project? Do I have to go back to it and restart it? Oh, we technically never stopped it. He just didn't have the means. So if we hauling cloth to decode building. So if we draft him and undraft him, there we go. He's going to start researching nuclear power, which is going to open up many, many doors. Things like energy weapons is going to be incredible. We can start launching nuclear missiles and get us a bunch of tasers and stuff. The last mod pack we actually played with Rim Atomics in, unfortunately, a lot of these turrets were outclassed by all the other mods that we had going. So this might be a good time to really take a look at some of these crazy Rim Atomics weapons in a scenario where they're kind of balanced for once. Jacob, so this is going to be Repairbot's replacement body, from what I recall. So it doesn't really matter what he's good at or anything, just gets a bunch of bonuses. Hive Mind, careful. Hive Mind? Oh, that's nice. I don't know why he's got that. He shouldn't have that. But this way we can install much more advanced stuff on him. So Repairbot, you were also damaged, weren't you? Yeah, he's got 2 basement replacement arms. He's got these garbage hydronic legs that just make him slower as well. Let's get him uploaded. So connect to Sky Mind. Let's get Jacob connected to Sky Mind. Before we kill him, let's make sure we drop all of his gear as well. So let's get all of this on the floor, if you don't mind, as soon as possible. There we go. Drop that one too. He's only a tier 1. Oh, no, he's tier 2. Sorry, my bad. Okay, that's fine then. That's definitely a worthy upgrade still. I noticed a lot of our mining bots are actually tier 1, so this is long overdue. And then we go repair bot, upload to Jacob, and confirm. And it's going to take a while. Oh, I forgot it took some time. My bad. Should have probably not done this when we only had 3 hours left, huh? Nuclear reactor is now available. Wow, that took no time at all. Well done, Zero. Okay, back to atomics then. Nuclear power. Do we need it? Not really when we've got all the Rimmerfella stuff, so I think we're going to go for energy weapons first. Oh, we actually don't have enough silver. Shit. If only I hadn't spent it on that other... Oh, we've got a butcher, though. Hang on. Well, do you want to buy some stuff? You want to buy some death sticks? Oh, look at this. He wants to buy some cloth because he's a man of culture. We could sell him all of it. I'm not going to sell him all of it, but we could sell him all of it. There you go. And then let's also save another, like, 1,000 on top of that. Boom. There we go. Okay. Honestly, I'm happy to sell him, like... Sell him another 2,000 if he can afford it. No, not quite. Oh, God, maths is hard. 1,800? 1,800? Nope, still way too much. Am I going insane? 1,500? 1,500 is roughly about it. I'm going to take that. Thank you. That's 1,500 more gold to play around with in Rimatomics then. Sorry, how long is this download going to take? How long is this going to take? Downed? Where's the other guy who's downloading to? Oh my god, all the way over there. There we go. Nice. Upload complete. Perfect. Okay, so RepairBot, you go into position. Thank you, Jacob, for your service. That's so bad that we've bringing to life this sentient being only to have it immediately replaced. Let's get him re-equipped then. So let's get all of this back on. Oh, we need to equip that on a sidearm. Sorry, my bad. And then we're good. That's a good start to the upgrade process. So you can immediately see the difference if I go to speed 4 now, and just in terms of his raw speed, is going to be absolutely nuts. And Outlanders, they want to use sappers, do they? We'll see about that. No rocket launchers, which is good. Sappers is obviously way less convenient. What is that you're wearing? I was going to say it looks like some sort of fancy power armor, but actually no, he's just a beekeeper, or apparently it's a hazmat suit. Let's get Zero on the let's get him on the swarmers then. I want to build more turrets. I want to build more mortars, more swarmer shells, because I think it genuinely could be a big answer to any raid eventually. Is that what they're sapping? Genuinely, well done, incredible. You've shown me. That's absolute. Are they gonna dig through a mountain and then keep going through the kill box? Are you joking? They might just be. Oh, they're going back up into here. Right. Okay. Have we got any other mortar shells? Because the swarm shells are fun and everything. They're just garbage. They're absolute crap. They don't do anything useful. I can't see any other... We've got loads of power armor lying around. My god, is it all tainted, though? It's all regular... Oh, because it's tattered. Right, fair enough. We don't have any other shells. That's a shame, because these swarm bots are kind of crap, unless we can really send some numbers in there as well. RepairBot, very quickly, build us some more mortars, then. I don't know how else we're going to stop this other... Oh, the rest are going through the kill box. Oh, that actually might be the answer to our problems then. Because he can still... Zero, you keep shelling him. So let's drop him there. You keep shelling him. And then the rest of them will go through the kill box and die. In theory. There we go. It's just got to slow him down. That's all we need here. Right, so there's 38 of them left. Honestly, as a distraction, the swarm bots work fantastically because he's only just managed to get through the other thing that we rebuilt, so they've made no progress in terms of overall sapping. Man, Moneybot 3, I'm sorry. We absolutely need to get you some cover there, my friend. We need to put down some more sandbags on this side because that's why he's getting peppered. They're not even interacting with these sideways sandbags at all. To be honest, Cremation Bot might be the same situation. Right, there we go. Okay, flame turrets are out for the count, which means that we, right now, have a much more difficult task at hand. We're relying a lot on these... Like, that turret can't even hit it. We need to reinstall this one as well somewhere. It's just completely inactive. A lot of these turrets are in kind of poor placement. It's relying on them to get further than that. There we go. Now they're obviously kicking in, but for the first part of the raid, they're just not effective at all. For the final thing today, then, there is apparently a trade ship known as Rimatomics. They're a military-industrial trader, which sounds like it could be exactly what we want right now. Oh, there's also a butcher, too, so we should really sell some... Basically, whatever we can. What have you got for us, then? Plutonium. So this is actually just a dedicated Rimatomics trader by the looks of it. So we could buy more steel, we could buy more uranium if we felt like it, which I kind of do think that might be necessary. Let's not buy that much. Let's buy like another 200 or so. We need to obviously keep some silver aside so that we can actually do the research in the first place. Potassium iodide, what is that for? Blockade of radioiodine uptake, so not really relevant when we don't have a nuclear power plant, I guess. Uranium pellets are quite good. Those would allow us to, honestly, fuel rods as well will let us skip some corners, although they are quite expensive just to save a bit of time working. Bear in mind that working as for one thing we have many robots capable of doing with a high speed, especially when they get those tier 4s in. That's fine. Thank you for the offer of the nuclear warhead, though. I appreciate that. Not really relevant right now. Thank you. I'm just going to have them churn out a shitload of tier 3 androids, and we'll go for a full-blown upgrade. Of course, Repairbot. Now, I will point out Repairbot did used to have mental breakdowns all the time anyway, because he's depressive. So he just gets the natural, what is it, -10 or something like that, which is a bit of a shame. -12, my god. Normally, he'd be okay. What is still alive? Everyday, but is that just what we get for the wave-based survival mod? That's a cool balancing idea. Tomorrow, then, the major upgrades continue. We're getting a lot of resources in because of all this strip mining that we're doing. You can see we've hit a massive amount of steel, some gold, which is obviously kind of useful, some components there as well. This will carry on. We've picked up a lot of resources over the course of today, despite the fact that we have been building a lot as well, and just by doing some sort of passive trading. A lot of weapons to break down. Generally, we're in quite a good place. Tomorrow, I do want to get everybody upgraded to some higher level robots, though, because right now we're still genuinely running on tier 1 robots. So all of the mining droids, besides I believe it's just Mining Bot 1. All the others are tier 1s. We've got cremation bots or tier 1s as well. It's time we got past that, because it's we're long past it now, especially given that we're done with all the research. Thank you all for watching. This series is honestly coming to an end. Weirdly, we've absolutely blitzed through the research. With the tier 5 android, the blueprints mod I think ended up being way too powerful. I think one or the other, not both. So that was something to consider, which obviously I wouldn't have known having. I mean, it's completely random getting the tier 5 androids as well, but together they've served as a very powerful way to get to the end game of the campaign. The goal was always build the ship and get Zero off the planet to go and start a new hive somewhere else. Then we get into that stage. Thank you to the patrons, though, for making it all possible in the first place, including Alchemia, Anthony Gaulius, Unikuroto, at Moses, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Ben Hofflin, Chesty, Croesus, Donald, Doolin of Gondolin, Fukuna Vasquez, Frederick, Gogolus, Harik, Harry McGowan, Iguana Squad, James Shea, Jonah Waters, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Norstrus, Necrophil, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Scott, Skaz, Smegma Stain, Somna, Shea, T-Bag Cruz, The One Ring, Tontair 18, Tyler Kendall, Tyler McClam, Vacuous Backers, Faragon, William Green, and Zazzy7011. Thank you all for your support at the Insane Tier levels on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible in the first place. Much appreciated. And a thank you as well goes out to Uwu Daddy, Asro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Anchor, Attila, Austin Taylor, Better Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Blood for the Blood God, Boing Gun, Chris, Corgi Circus, Dapper Go, David Van Diepen, Daniel P, Don, Dunk27, Emerald Beam, Foosh, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Circle, Gothamo, Grey, Haji Dumar, Iron Sagater, Erotha, Icy the Great, Jackson P, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, Jason Sushu, Jose, Jeebus Crust, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, Jobs Lucky Sister, Jilly Vondel, Joseph Beer, Justin Plock, Justin Rules, Justin Walters, Lepus, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Manuel Bosich, Mastolp, Monty, Mosi Sampson, My Name Isn't Dio, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindberg, Nick Noah Gallimore, Organised Confusion, Pan Samu, Pantherpearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, Brian Hooper, Sam Keir, Shardul, Shari, Smirtworm, Smooth Octopus, Soycrates, Super Nanny 089, Sweet Sea Talar, Voodoo Mumbo, Void Prince Kibo, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Yellow 4, Yorkus, Zach, Zetlock, and Zico 2. See you guys all tomorrow for, hopefully, some pretty major upgrades.